Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be taking you through an ab routine to help you get shredded just in time for the summer. This is week 3 of the 6 months to shredded abs routine. And for today, we are going to be building upon the last routine. We're going to be adding a little bit of volume, and we are going to be adding an exercise for the transverse abdominis. We are going to need a kettlebell, a yoga block, and we're going to need a cable machine. And with regard to this routine right over here, this is another one that is intended for beginners. And if you're somebody who's a little bit more intermediate or advanced, consider becoming a member, because I have the entire 6-month program outlined on the channel in the community tab. But with regard to the actual exercise, as with last time, we are going to start with the abdominal curl up, and this is going to be the assisted abdominal curl up. So we're going to go ahead, grab a cable machine, and you want to use either a rope attachment or just something to hold on to. And this is going to work the opposite of other exercises. The more weight that you have on the weight stack, the easier it is going to be. So if you want to make it more challenging, you want less weight on the weight stack. But what we're going to do for this exercise right over here is we are going to go ahead and we're going to get down into this nice supine position, meaning we're going to be laying down on our back. With the yoga block, you want to put the yoga block right in between your knees, and you are going to squeeze it together. And then from this supine position, you want everything nice and flat. And we're going to start with the abdominal curl up. So we're going to tuck our chin to our chest, and one vertebrae at a time, we are going to slowly roll our spine up into a C-shaped curve and then straighten out at the top. And then on the way down, we're going to reverse the action. So we want to go ahead and we are going to roll the spine down, touching one vertebrae at a time, all the way down until we get back to the starting position. So we're tucking the chin, and then we're lifting the thoracic spine up off the ground. Once we get to the lumbar spine, we're going to go L1, L2, L3, L4, L5 until we're nice and up in that seated position. And then we're going to reverse. We're going to touch L5 down to the ground, L4, L3, L2, L1, and then get into the thoracic spine. We're going to do this for 20 repetitions. Once we've completed 20 repetitions, we are going to move on to the second exercise, which we've already done last week, and that is going to be the external oblique, the assisted one. For this one, we want to be on an oblique angle, roughly 45 degrees. So when our arm is completely extended, we want it roughly midway between the patella or the knee and the hip. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. So for this one right over here, we're going to roll the spine up, and then we are going to come back down. So we're tucking in the chin, rolling the thoracic spine, coming into a nice tall seated position and coming back down. And for this one, we are going to perform 10 repetitions. Once we've completed 10 repetitions, now we are on to the new exercise that we've never done before. And that new exercise is going to be the strengthening exercise for the TVA, or the transverse abdominis. We don't need the yoga block for this one, but we are going to be in a supine position. What we want to do for this exercise is we are going to inhale and raise the belly up toward the sky. This is going to give a nice pre-stretch on the transverse abdominis. Then we're going to exhale and drive the belly down toward the spine as much as we can. Then from this position, that was pass number 1. We're going to inhale, and we want to keep the belly tucked in. And then we're going to exhale, try and sink deeper toward the spine. That's pass number 2. Inhale, keep the belly tucked in, don't let it raise. Exhale, drive it deeper to the spine. That's pass number 3. Inhale. Keep the belly tucked in. Don't let it raise. Exhale. Keep the belly down toward the spine. Try and sink deeper. That's pass number 4. We're going to do one more pass. Inhale. Keep that belly tucked in. And then last one. Exhale. Drive the belly down into the spine. That's pass 5. And then inhale. Take a normal breath. Once we've gone through all 5 passes, we are going to repeat that 2 more times for 3 times total. And then, as with all of the routines, we're going to finish off with some diaphragmatic strengthening exercises. For the diaphragmatic strengthening, we are going to take a kettlebell, place it onto the stomach. We're going to inhale, raise the kettlebell up toward the sky. Inhale, let it sink down toward the spine. Inhale, raise the kettlebell up. Exhale, let it drive down toward the spine. We're going to do 20 repetitions to finish that off, and that is week 3 of the 6 months to shredded abs routine. So once again, we have 20 repetitions of the assisted abdominal curl up, 10 repetitions of the external oblique, the superior fibers. We have 3 total passes, so 5 passes, 3 rounds total of the transverse